exam phase 4. Our today's session expert is Ms. Bharati Budlakoti, Assistant Professor at Department of Chemistry from Harman Minor Degree College, Bhimtal. Her research expertise falls under the topic surfactant chemistry, and currently she is pursuing her PhD from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. She has published research papers in peer-reviewed national international journals along with different book chapters. Over to you, Bharti ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a warm welcome. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Ma'am, is the screen visible? Sir, is the screen
Yes,
visible?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, so today we will be discussing the previous year questions which have come in CTET. So the topic which I will be covering is science. Okay, so I have taken the questions from different years and compiled them. So all the participants, please try to answer them. All right. Okay, so the first question is, which of the following represents the correct matching set? So here are four options, four sets given A, B, C, D, and along with the four options 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to match and give the correct answer. You can take a minute to answer the question. Yes, anyone? Yes, participants, try to answer the question.
Second option will be the answer, ma'am.
Yeah, it's correct. The second option. So A, which is helps in the movement of body by contraction and relaxation, that will be muscles. Then for B, heart structure, which forms the skeleton, the option will be fourth, bones. C, part of the skeleton which can be bent, option should be first, cartilage. And D, joins the chest bone and backbone together to form an enclosure, will be ribcage. So yes, the correct answer is option number second. Moving onwards to the second question. Which of the following glands in human beings secretes more than two hormones? Options are first, adrenal, second, pituitary, third, pancreas, fourth, thyroid. Yes, anyone? Answer for the second question, please.
Ma'am, option 2.
Yes, it's correct. So the answer for the second question is pituitary gland, which hormones which secretes more than two hormones. Now, third question, which of the following statements are true? So the first statement is all metals are solid. Second, all metals are hard. Third, all non-metals are gases. Then fourth, all non-metals are non-ductile. Yes. Anyone? Anyone from the participants?
Ma'am, option 4, all non-metals are non-ductile.
Yes, it's the correct answer. So, non-metals, they basically exist in all three states of matter. Okay. And the gases which exist as non-metals, they are nitrogen and oxygen. Bromine also exists as a non-metal, which is a liquid. And metals, as we all know, they are lustrous, malleable, ductile. This we have already covered in our previous lecture. And also, they are good conductors of heat and electricity. And non-metals, as we know, they are non-ductile because they are brittle. So the right answer is fourth. Now the fourth question, species which is restricted to a particular area are referred to as, options are endangered species, second, extinct, third, endemic, fourth, migratory species. Yes, anyone? Anyone with the answer?
Ma'am, option 3.
Yes, it's correct. Option three, endemic species. So endemic species are already defined as the species that are restricted to a particular place. All right. Now the next question, fifth. Fifth is metal X displaces metal Y from its salt solution, but is not able to displace metal Z from its salt solution. So now three metals are given in the question, X, Y, and Z, and we have to identify which is the most reactive metal. So your options are, first is option metal X, second is metal Y, third is metal Z, and fourth cannot be determined. Yes, class. Anyone from the participants? Which is the most reactive metal?
Ma'am, Z is the more reactive metal, most reactive metal.
Yes, absolutely correct. So this can be taken down from the statement itself, because here we can see X is displacing Y, but it's not displacing Z. So the order it will follow, the order followed will be Z will be most reactive, then comes X, and at the last Y. So yes, Z is the correct option. Now question number 6. Light rays from an object falls on a surface and get reflected in a completely diffused manner. What can you say about the nature of the image of the object? Your options are, first, it will be virtual and of same size. Second, it will be real and enlarged. Third, it will be virtual and enlarged. Fourth, no image will be formed. Yes, Anyone?
No image will be formed.
Yes, it's correct. No image will be formed. Why? Because as we can see from the first statement itself, that light rays fall from an object gets reflected in a completely diffused manner. That means light is falling on a rough surface. Because if light falls on a smooth surface, then we get light in a certain straight direction. But because the light coming here is diffused, that already means that the surface is rough. So here no image will be formed. So the correct option is fourth. Now question number 7. In order to slide a huge box lying on the ground in her room, Reshma should apply a force which is greater than which of the following forces? So your options are: first, static friction; second, gravitational force; third, normal force; fourth, muscular force. Yes, anyone from the participants? Answer for the seventh question.
Ma'am, I think it's static force.
Yes, you are correct. The answer for the question is static friction. So the friction force, basically when a box lies on the ground, so friction force it acts in the opposite direction. Means if we are applying force in certain direction, so the friction force, it tends to stop that box from moving. So it basically acts in the opposite direction. So yes, the right answer is first, static friction. Question number 8. Which of the following sets comprises liquids which are poor conductors of electricity? So the options are, there are sets. We have to choose which is the correct set from the given 4 options. First, tap water, shampoo, honey. Second, salt solution, lemon juice, vinegar. Third, shampoo, vegetable oil, distilled water. Fourth, sugar solution, vinegar, lemon juice. Yes, yes. Anyone?
Ma'am, option 3, shampoo, vegetable oil, and distilled water.
The correct, absolutely correct. Third is the right answer. See, because in distilled water, we do not have free ions. The calcium, magnesium ions, they are absent from the distilled water. And vegetable oil comprises of hydrocarbons, that is carbon and hydrogen chain. So that's why it does not uh, uh, pass electricity to it, or we could say that it's poor conductor of electricity. All right. Next question 9. Which of the following set comprises chemical changes? So the first set is boiling of water, breaking of glass, rusting of iron. Second, dissolving salt in water, digestion of food, shredding of paper. Third, cooking of food, boiling of water, dissolving sugar in water. And fourth, rusting of iron, burning of paper, digestion of food. So you have to tell where the chemical changes are taking place. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 4 will be the answer because from in option 1, 2, and 3 there will be physical change. Only in option 4 there will be chemical change.
Absolutely correct. So absolutely, she is right. In fourth option, we can see that all the changes that are taking place, they are chemical changes, while in rest of the three, we can observe physical changes taking place. Like for example, water boiling, tearing paper, melting ice, freezing water. These are all the examples of physical changes. In fact, dissolving sugar or salt, that also comes under physical change. Okay, question number 10. Which of the following will not be helpful in the process of separating a mixture of salt and water? Options are first, decantation, second, filtration, third, distillation, fourth, boiling. Yes, answers please. Anyone? Answer for question number 10.
Ma'am, decantation.
Yes, absolutely correct. Decantation, because it is a process to separate the mixtures by removing a liquid layer that is free of a precipitate or the solids deposited from a solution. So whenever we have like this, we commonly we observe in our labs as well. Like when in a test tube, if we are having a solution and there is some precipitate in the below in the test tube, so by the process of decantation we allow that the upper layer, the aqueous layer, to finally remove aqueous layer by the process of decantation, so that the precipitate is left as it is below the test tube. So yes, the right option is first.
Ma'am, mud and water is the best example for decantation
Yes, yes, yes,
because mud
absolutely
works
correct.
as a sediments and water work water will be in the upper layer and mud will be in the lower layer.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. She has given a very correct example for the process of decantation. So yes, decantation is the right answer. Now, question number 11. Which of the following properties of light can be used to explain the phenomena of shadow formation? A. Light travels in a straight line. B. Light travels at a high speed. C. Light is composed of 7 colors. And D. Light does not pass through opaque objects. So you have to choose the options which are correct for the formation of phenomena of shadow formation. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 4 D and E will be the answer because in opaque object the shadow will form the best shadow will be formed or in the transparent there will be no shadow form.
Yes.
So option 4 will be the answer.
Yes, yes, bilkul, absolutely correct. The correct option is option number 4. That is, shadow formation takes place when light travels in a straight line and it does not pass through opaque objects.
Mm.
So she has answered it very correctly. It's option 4 with a correct explanation as well. Moving onwards to question number 12. Identify the correct statement from among the following. The first, the proportion of fine particles in sandy soil is relatively higher than in the clayey soil. Second, The amount of large and fine particles is about the same in the clay soil. Third, the proportion of large particles in loamy soil is relatively higher than in the sandy soil. Fourth, the proportion of fine particles in clay soil is relatively higher than in the loamy soil. Yes, anyone with the answer?
Ma'am, option 4 will be the answer. The proportion of fine particles in a clay soil is relatively higher than the loamy soil, as we all know. Loamy soil, in loamy soil, there will be the mixture of so many soils. It includes clay soil also.
Yes, absolutely correct. The correct answer for this is four. That is, proportion of fine particles in the clay soil is relatively higher than in the loamy soil. And she has also provided the correct uh, explanation for the answer. So it's correct. Now, question number 13. Deficiency of vitamin X causes bleeding of gums. This vitamin is essential for absorption of mineral Y and X and is found in foods Z. So you have to identify what is X, that is the what is this X, what is the mineral Y, and which food that it is found. That you have to identify all the three X, Y, and Z for this given question. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 2 will be the answer.
Yes, absolutely right. So the vitamin we are talking about in this question is vitamin C. Vitamin C helps in the absorption of iron. The
And it
so
founds
the
in citrus food.
yes, and it is found in citrus fruits. Okay, describes the nature of sciences. So your options are: first, science is a system of beliefs. Second, science is social in nature. Third, scientists are totally objective in their work. And fourth, the scientific method is the only guide for conducting research. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, science is social in nature.
Yes,
In day
science
to day life,
is social.
we see so many things. We can relate it as the option 2.
Absolutely right. So the correct answer for this question is science is social in nature. Question number 15. Why is a plant which does not have chlorophyll? What could why be? So your options are: first, cuscuta; second, algae; third, pitcher plant; fourth, maple tree. So you have to answer this question. which does not contain chlorophyll. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, Cascata will be the answer as it is a parasite and it does not do the process of photosynthesis as it takes all the nutrients and water from the host plant.
Yes, absolutely correct. And with the correct explanation, why Cascata does not have chlorophyll as it is a parasitic plant. So yes, first is the correct answer. Question number 16. Which of the following statements is correct? So the first is large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. Second, absorption of digested food takes place in large intestine. Third, assimilation of food takes place in large intestine. Fourth, large intestine has finger-like projections called villi. Yes, anyone? Anyone with the answer for the 16th question?
Ma'am, option 1 will be the answer. Large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine.
Yes, absolutely correct. The correct statements out of the four is out of all the four statements are that large intestine it's wider and is shorter than small intestine. Moving forward, question number 17. Here, you have been given four statements, and you have to tell the observation that is represented by O and inferences by I. So, which statements are correct? So, you have to match them with O and I. So, options, your statements are first, metal oxides are basic in nature. B, air expands on heating. C, lime water turns milky on passing carbon dioxide. And D, sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid neutralize each other. So you have to tell which is the correct observation out of the four and then which are the correct inferences out of the four.
Option number third. Observation. Lime water turns milky on passing carbon dioxide.
Yes. So the answer is correct. It's option number three. Observation is lime water turns milky on passing carbon dioxide. And the correct inference is that metal oxides, which we have already covered in our previous section, that metal oxides are basic in nature. Then B, air expands on heating. So this is not directly related to this question, but yeah, because as the options are given us that way, so B will be taken in the inference. And then D, sodium hydroxide and HCl neutralize each other. So yes, it's the right answer. Question number 18. Okay, read the statement. So this is an assertion reason type question. So assertion is A, it is recommended that acid should be added to water for diluting the acid and not vice versa. The reason is dilution of acid is highly exothermic reaction. So you have to tell, are they both true or is only one true out of them, and if R is the correct reason for the given assertion.
Both are correct, and reason is correct explanation. Option number one.
Yes. So this is a very basic thing which we are studying from in our chemistry laboratories, that we should always add acid to water, not the vice versa, because it can be explosive, and the reaction is exothermic in nature. Because if you can see that also, like when you add acid in water and if you touch that beaker, it becomes hot. This is because it's an exothermic reaction, it releases heat. So yes, it's the correct answer. All right. Question number 19th. Read the statements. Again, it's an assertion reason type question. So the assertion is the rate of breathing in aquatic animals is slower than land animals. The reason is presence of large amount of dissolved oxygen affects rate of breathing of aquatic animals.
Ma'am,
Option
option
A.
4, both are false.
Yes. So she has correct answered it correctly. What's her name?
Ma'am, Priya.
Yeah, Priya. You have answered it correctly. So, fourth is the right answer. Both are false because the rate of breathing in aquatic animals is generally faster and it's not slower when compared to the land animals. So, that's why the assertion is false. Now, talking about the reason, it's written there presence of large amount of dissolved oxygen affects rate of breathing. Actually, the dissolved oxygen in water is lower than the oxygen which is available in the atmosphere. So both the options are correct. Here wrong here. So option fourth is correct. All right. Question number 21. Again an assertion reason type question. Assertion is the ceilings of cinema halls and concert halls are generally curved. The reason is sound waves after striking a curved surface gets reflected in all direction. So the correct answer out of the four you have to tell.
Ma'am, first, option 1.
Yes, Priya is correct. Option one is the correct answer. The ceilings of cinema halls and the concert halls are curved, and the R is the correct explanation because sound waves, after striking a curved surface, they get reflected in all directions. So yes, this is the correct answer. Question number 22. Assertion tungsten, and tungsten has low resistance and high melting point. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, both are false.
Kindly check once again.
Both are true, ma'am. One.
No, actually, they here the answer is option number three, because yes, the filament is made of tungsten. Tungsten is choose for the filament because of its unique properties. And tungsten here, it's written as tungsten is low resistance, but actually it has high resistivity. That's why only उसको हम लोग चूज करते हैं ना. अगर वो रेजिस्टेंस ही लो रहेगा तो वो हर बार ही हमारा बल्ब जो होगा वो टंग्स्टन वो फ्यूज हो जाएगा ना, अगर थोड़ा भी हाई वोल्टेज रहेगी. तो रेजिस्टेंस इसलिए क्या रहता है, हाई रेजिस्टिविटी रहती है एंड इट हैज अ हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. सो द ऑप्शन करेक्ट इज ऑप्शन नंबर 3, A is true, R is false. Okay.
Ma'am, here resistance is not about durability, na? It's about resisting the electric current flow, na? That's
Yeah,
why,
yeah,
yeah,
but
you are correct that it should have high resistance. That's why it emits the light or
yes,
it will generate the heat, na?
yes, yes, yes. तो आपने जो बोला वहां पे बस वही गलत था कि हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट हाई ठीक है, बट वही है कि रेजिस्टेंस भी उसका क्या होना चाहिए, हाई होना चाहिए.
Okay, ma'am. I was just okay, high melting point. That's why.
दैट्स व्हाई ओनली टंगस्टन को फिलामेंट के लिए यूज करते हैं, यही वो रीजंस है मतलब बेसिकली. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 23. Which of the following characterizes human circulatory system? Okay, so options are: first, open single circulation; second, open double circulation; third, closed single circulation; fourth, closed double circulation.
Closed single circulation.
Ma'am, for closed and double circulation, as we all knows, in our heart, two arteries and veins are there for the circulation of the blood, as arteries carry oxygenated blood uh, from heart to throughout our body, and veins bring out that deoxygenated blood to the heart again back.
Yes, she has answered it correctly. The answer for this question is closed double circulation. So yes, Priya, you are correct. Okay. Question number 24. Which of the following is not caused due to excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides? So your options are: first, soil erosion; second, nitrification; third, eutrophication; fourth, biomagnification.
Fourth, biomagnification.
Anyone else?
Ma'am, soil erosion.
Yes, she's right. Actually, biomagnification, it can also be caused due to the increase of fertilizers and pesticides. Who answered it? Biomagnification, please, your name.
Prakash.
प्रकाश. ओके, प्रकाश. प्रकाश नहीं, वो बायो मैग्निफिकेशन, नाइट्रिफिकेशन, यूट्रोफिकेशन, ये सारे फर्टिलाइजर्स और पेस्टिसाइड्स अगर आपका इनका एक्सेसिव अमाउंट में अगर आप यूज करो तो हो सकता है. सॉइल इरोजन ही एक ऐसा है जो बिकॉज ऑफ देयर एक्सेस अमाउंट वो नहीं होता है. So yes, Priya, it's correct. Soil erosion is the right answer. Okay. Question number 25th. An odometer in a car measures: first, distance traveled by the car; second, instantaneous speed of the car; third, average speed of the car; fourth, acceleration of the car.
Acceleration of the car. Fourth.
Yes, anyone?
Or distance. One or fourth.
Ma'am, option one will be the answer.
Yes. Yes,
Odometer
Prakash.
or
Yes.
odograph is used in the car for measuring the distance traveled by the car
Yes, yes, Priya.
or by
Yes,
the
you are
vehicle.
right. Yes, correct. Prakash, it has to measure distance. Odometer will be measuring distance. Okay. So yes, Priya, you have answered it correctly. Odometer in a car measures the distance traveled. All right. Question number 26. Which of the following statements is or are true? A. Self-pollination takes place only in bisexual flowers. B. Bisexual flowers can pollinate both by self and cross-pollination. So you have to tell which is true and which is false.
Option number second, A is true, B is false. No, A is false, B is true.
Yes, Prakash, yes, you are correct. So self-pollination, it can also takes place in unisexual flowers. And so that's why the first one is wrong. And second is bisexual flowers can pollinate both by self and cross. So yes, this is the correct answer. So yes, A is false and B is true. Question number 27. Which of the following statements is or are true regarding rainwater harvesting? First, it conserves groundwater. Second, it reduces local flooding. Third, it creates drainage problems. Fourth, it can be used for irrigation of crops.
Option number third, because C can't be there.
Yes, because yes, it's very obvious that rainwater harvesting won't create drainage problem. So eliminate bhi kar denge. So of course, option three will be correct. That is, it conserves groundwater, it reduces local flooding, and it can be used for irrigation of crops. Okay. Next question. Read the following and choose the correct option. S1 statement is photosynthesis is endothermic reaction. S2 is respiration is exothermic reaction. So you have to tell which is true, which is false, or are both true, both false. So select
Both,
one out of the four.
both are true. Both are true.
Yes, both the statements are true that photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. Why? Do you know, Prakash, why it is an endothermic reaction?
It requires solar energy, sun energy, which is
Yes,
used by the pigment of uh, leaf like chloroplast, and exothermic because in respiration there is a release of the energy.
energy by break because glucose breaks down into CO2 and water, so energy is released. So yes, he has answered it very correctly. Both are true. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction because it requires energy, and in respiration, release of energy takes place. Now, question number 29. You have been given four indicators and their changes in acids and bases. Now, four positions have been left. You have to fill the colors A, B, C, D. What should be what? So just take a moment for this question.
Option number third.
Okay, anyone else?
Ma'am, option one, reddish
Yes.
brown, green, colorless, and orange.
Okay, yes. प्रिया यू हैव आंसर्ड इट करेक्टली. देखो इसमें बाकी कलर्स आए नहीं आए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सिंपल ना सी वाला जो हमारे पास है जो ये है ना कलर चेंज इन एसिड्स फिनोफ्थलीन का. एसिड्स में मैंने उस दिन भी बताया था क्या होता है, कलरलेस होता है. प्रकाश, इफ यू रिमेम्बर वी डिस्कस द इंडिकेटर्स, है ना?
Yeah,
तो
ma'am,
मैंने
but
बताया.
I answered in hurry. I just saw
नो
reddish
प्रॉब्लम,
brown
नो
in option
प्रॉब्लम.
third. That's why.
या
Yeah.
कोई बात नहीं. मतलब मैं तुम्हें ना आप लोग को बस तरीका बता रही हूँ कि जहाँ पे ऑप्शंस एलिमिनेट हो सकते हैं बेसिकली. मतलब हर चीज जरूरी नहीं है कि हर चीज आपको आए. सारे कलर तो देखो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि आपको याद हो. बेसिक देख लो. देखो फिनोफ्थलीन मैंने उस दिन भी बताया था इसको वीक एसिडिक होता है. तो एसिड में एसिड कलरलेस देखा तो ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट ऑलरेडी हो रहा है. देख लो यहाँ पे सी में एक में कलरलेस है, बाकी तीन में है ही नहीं, है ना? तो सारे कलर्स आने वैसे भी जरूरी नहीं है. जो आता है मतलब सिर्फ उस पे फोकस करो. मैं फिनोफ्थलीन का आइडिया पता है तो यस. तो इसका आंसर है यस, एज प्रिया आंसर्ड इट करेक्टली. ऑप्शन नंबर 1 ए, रेडिश ब्राउन, B is green, C is colorless, and D is orange. All right. Moving forward, the color of flame depends on A, nature of combustible substance, B, oxygen supply, C, temperature of the surroundings. So you have to tell which factors this color of the flame depends.
A and B.
Yes, anyone else?
Ma'am, A and B, as for the burning of any substance, oxygen is required, as well as
Hmm.
the nature is also most important.
Yes, yes, both of you have answered it correctly, Priya and Prakash. So the color of the flame depends on the nature of the substance because different materials they produce different flames when we burn them. And oxygen, of course, we all know oxygen is very important for burning anything. Well, for burning, we require oxygen, and flame varies with the concentration of oxygen, and temperature has nothing to do with this. So option third is correct, which is A and B. Okay, next question, 31st. Which of the following factors are responsible for generation and flow of winds on the earth? Your options are A, uneven heating of earth, B, uneven heating of the oceans, C, distance between earth and sun, D, gravitational force on the earth.
Ma'am, option
A and
3 will
A
be the
and B.
answer, A and
A
B.
and B.
As in option C, distance is, as we all know, it is not changeable,
Hmm.
and gravitational force is also fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Option A
Both
and
have
B will
Gravitational
be the
answered.
force.
answer.
Both have answered
Gravitational
it.
force will be for like tides and low tide and high tides.
या यस 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 ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स जो होती है वो हाई टाइड लो टाइड्स में उनकी वजह से आकर होती है तो यस बोथ ऑफ यू हैव आंसर्ड इट करेक्टली so the factors responsible for generation and flow of winds on earth is uneven heating of earth and uneven heating of the oceans, so yes, it's correct. Now
Yeah, in
question
the
number.
explanation we can say more that air when heated it will lift up, yeah, the phenomena of flowing of wind, na?
यस 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 हाँ क्योंकि वो प्रेशर डिफरेंस क्रिएट हो जाता है ना बेसिकली वहां पे.
Land breeze and sea breeze.
लैंड ब्रीज सी ब्रीज यस बिल्कुल वही एक एग्जांपल बहुत इसका सबसे फेमस एग्जांपल जो हम पढ़ते हैं लैंड ब्रीज सी ब्रीज का वो इसी के अंडर आ जाएगा क्योंकि वही चीज होती है अनइवन हीटिंग ऑफ अर्थ या जैसे हम लैंड बोलेंगे और अनइवन हीटिंग ऑफ द ओशन. तो यस प्रकाश यू आर वेरी करेक्ट. Land breeze, sea breeze. So the answer is option number 3, A and B. Okay. So question number 32. The atomic number of A is 13 and the atomic number of B is 17. Chemical formula of the compound formed from A and B could be.
AlCl3 aluminum chloride something. Should be second number 2 AlCl.
Yes, yes. Anyone else?
Ma'am, AB, AB2.
Uh, it's AB3 actually, Priya. Prakash has answered it correctly. See,
Acha.
because atomic number for A is 13. That is, A is aluminium. So we all know the valency will be 3 for aluminium. Configuration हम उसकी लिखेंगे तो 283 आएगी. ठीक है. और D क्या है हमारा 17 है. 17 मतलब क्लोरीन.
Chlorine.
यस क्लोरीन हो गया. कॉन्फ़िगरेशन उसकी लिखेंगे 287 आ जाएगा. तो वैलेंसी उसमें कितनी आ जाएगी 1 आ जाएगी हमारे पास. ठीक है ना. तो अब हम केमिकल फॉर्मूला देखो कैसे लिखते हैं. आपने A लिखा B लिखा. A के नीचे उसकी वैलेंसी लिखोगे 3. ठीक है. बी के नीचे उसकी वैलेंसी लिखोगे 1. फिर उसके बाद हम लोग क्या करते थे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करते थे. ठीक है ना. तो क्या हो गया A1B3 जिसे हम बोलते हैं AB3. मतलब ये है क्या बेसिकली वैसे जो कंपाउंड ये पूछ रहे हैं AlCl3 एल्यूमिनियम क्लोराइड. तो यस प्रकाश यू आंसर्ड इट करेक्टली.
It will be
AlCl.
the sharing of electron, na? The cross multiplication that you are
यस
saying. It
यस
will be
यस
sharing of
होता
electron.
ही वो तो कॉन्सेप्ट ही उसका वही है कि वही वही उसको एक वो 3 जो एल +3 है बेसिकली, मतलब ना एल्यूमिनियम, तो उसको 3 क्लोराइड आयंस चाहिए होंगे अपनी अपनी वैलेंसी को वो करने बैलेंस करने के लिए। वो जो फॉर्मूला मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ये वो है, इट्स जस्ट अ ट्रिक। हम लोग जैसे केमिकल फॉर्मूला जो लिखते हैं ना, कोई भी कंपाउंड
नाइन्थ क्लास
यस बिल्कुल
केमिस्ट्री।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, उसमें हम लोग ये करते थे ना, केमिकल फॉर्मूले हम लोग लिखते थे, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई, तो वो जस्ट मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि क्योंकि अब देखो हम लोग को यहाँ पे क्वेश्चंस जो हो सके मैक्सिमम वो करने हैं ना, जितना मैक्सिमम सॉल्व कर पाए, तो वो चीज है। बाकी यस यू आर करेक्ट, वही है कि चार्ज जो वहाँ पे क्या होगा, चार्ज बैलेंस करने के लिए, तो वो हो जाएगा AlCl3 हमारे पास।
मैम you will be covering only science portion or polity,
Uh,
history or other
yes,
portion also?
Prakash, I'll be covering science only. The questions for the today's session में science के ही मैंने cover किए हुए हैं.
Okay ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 33. Which of the following statement is not true regarding conduction of heat? So your options are: first, conduction is faster in solids than liquids. Second, two objects should be in contact with each other for heat flow. Third, conduction does not take place in gases. Fourth, all materials do not allow heat to flow through them in the same way.
Number third,
Mm,
3
conduction does not, option
does
3,
not
conduction
in
does not
gases.
take place in
Yes.
Gases में
gases.
convection or radiation. In gases it will be radiation only.
Yes, yes, yes. You have answered it correctly. Third, conduction does not take place in gases because we all know conduction is faster in solids than in liquids. So it's correct. Second, for conduction, two objects should be in contact so that heat can flow easily, and all materials do not allow heat to flow through them. So yes, the correct option is option number 3. Okay. Question number 34. Sunita drops a piece of potassium metal in a beaker of cold water and notes down the observations. Which of the following observation is not correct? First, potassium reacts violently with water. Second, it is endothermic reaction. Third, hydrogen gas is evolved. Fourth, pop sound is heard.
No idea ma'am. I'll be guessing it should be 1.
एक बार क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो, मतलब बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है वैसे ये. Read it once more.
Metal with the cold water ma'am. Pop sound is heard or nothing.
Yes, yes, Prakash.
It should be pop sound is heard. Like because when if it
Anyone
is
else?
acid, then hydrogen gas will be evolved endothermic reaction.
Ma'am, it is
Just
an,
wait
and
for me.
it is endothermic reaction, and pop sound is heard when there will be the formation of carbon dioxide gas. I think due to the carbon dioxide gas there will be the pop sound.
Priya, am I audible? First, can you let me know that? Am I audible to you?
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, okay. Yes, what you answer?
Option 2 will be the answer. It is
Because
an endothermic reaction.
okay.
And about the pop sound, I
Yes.
think when there will be the formation of carbon dioxide, and with the contact of carbon dioxide, when we take a candle near that gas, there will be the pop sound.
हाँ, पॉप साउंड होगी, तो हमें नॉट करेक्ट बताना था, तो इसका ना सेकंड आंसर जो ऑप्शन नंबर 2 है वो करेक्ट आंसर होगा प्रकाश, क्योंकि पोटेशियम में आप जब भी कभी आप पानी लोगे, पोटेशियम डालोगे ना, उस बीकर को टच करना, वो गर्म हो जाएगा, एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन होती है, ठीक है ना, इसमें हीट रिलीज होती है, और पोटेशियम तो जो होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा बहुत वायलेंटली रिएक्ट करता है वाटर में। हम लोग कई बार वो वीडियोस भी देखते हैं आजकल, वो पानी में डालते हैं वो सोडियम ऐसे एक्सप्लोजिव सा धुआं वो जो उठता है वो बेसिकली वो सोडियम को पानी में डालते हैं वो एक्सप्लोजिव, तो बहुत ज्यादा एक्सप्लोजिव होता है पोटेशियम पानी में, तो बहुत ज्यादा वायलेंटली रिएक्ट करता है। तो इसका करेक्ट आंसर है सेकंड, इट इज एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन। ठीक है, all right. Question number 35. Assertion, again an assertion reason question. Assertion is stomach produces HCl that helps in the breakdown of food. Reason, digestive juices need an acidic medium to act. So you have to tell which is the correct answer.
Both true and correct explanation. Option number two, one. Like correct
Yes.
explanation. Fourth one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, both are
Four will be the answer.
yes.
Both A and R are true.
Yes. Both of you are correct. Both are true, and yes, digestive juices they need an acidic medium to act. So yes, R is the correct explanation for the assertion A. All right. Question number 36. What does the term nitrogen fixation mean? First, conversion of nitrogen compounds into gaseous nitrogen. Second, conversion of ammonia into nitrates by the bacteria present in the soil. Third, release of nitrogen present in dead organic matter back into soil. Fourth, conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to more usable form for living organisms.
Ma'am, option 4 will be the answer. Conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to more
Yes, usable form of living organisms.
usable form for living organism. As we all know, in nitrogen fixation, uh, it is a process in which the nitrogen gets converted into the nitrogen compounds like ammonia, nitrates, or
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Yes, Priya, yes, correct. So the correct answer is option number four for nitrogen fixation meaning. All right. Next question, question number 37. At what position spring has the least potential energy? So your options are first, the spring is neither compressed nor pulled out and is lying on the ground. Second, the spring is compressed to the minimum and is lying on the ground. Third, the spring is compressed to the minimum and is placed at a height. Fourth, the spring is pulled out to the maximum and is placed at height.
ma'am, I think option 1 will be the answer.
Yes, Priya, you are going in the correct direction. Option one is the answer. Potential energy will be minimum when spring is neither compressed nor pulled. Why? See, we know formula for potential energy is half kx square. Okay, here k is the spring constant and x is the displacement of the spring from its equilibrium position. ठीक हो गया ना? तो यहाँ पे बेसिकली देखो क्या है, अगर हम x को जीरो कर दें, ठीक है ना, x जीरो का मतलब क्या होगा, हमारा पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जीरो। एक्स जीरो क्या हो गया कि मतलब हमने वहां मतलब स्प्रिंग हमारी एज इट इज है, ना ही हमने उसको कंप्रेस करा हुआ है ना ही उसको पुल किया हुआ है, मतलब उसमें कोई डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं है। ठीक है ना? तो कब लीस्ट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी मिलेगी, स्प्रिंग इज नाइदर कंप्रेस्ड नॉर पुल्ड एंड इट इज लाइंग ऑन द ग्राउंड। तो उस पोजीशन पे हमारे पास पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या होगी, लीस्ट या मिनिमम होगी। तो यस, यू आर करेक्ट। नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 38, identify cold-blooded organisms. So you have set or you are given four options. First is lizard, parrot, dolphin. Second, lizard, pigeon, humans. Third is snake, frog, cockroach, and fourth is whale, frog, earthworm. So identify the set of cold-blooded organisms.
Ma'am, snake, frog, and cockroach.
Yes, snake, frog, cockroach. They are cold-blooded organisms. So yes, she's right. Okay. Question number 39. Which of the following pair of units are used for measuring the same physical quantity? So four sets are given. Each set contains two units. So you have to tell which set shows the same physical quantity. Which set is showing the same physical quantity. You have to choose out of the four. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 2.
Yes, please.
Kilogram, meter square per second square.
And what second?
Hmm.
Yes, because both of these measures energy. किलोग्राम मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर भी एनर्जी की हो गई, वॉट सेकंड भी एनर्जी की हो गई. फर्स्ट में क्या है, जो न्यूटन मीटर जो होती है वो टॉप या जिसे हम वर्क कहते हैं उसको मेजर करती है. किलोग्राम मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर फोर्स के लिए होती है. ठीक हो गया ना. और यहाँ पे वही नीचे फिर वही ऑप्शन थर्ड में फिर वही वॉट सेकंड हमारी एनर्जी की आ जाएगी, किलोग्राम मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर पे फोर्स की आ जाएगी. तो जिसमें सही सेट है वो है किलोग्राम सेकंड वाला जो है सेकंड ऑप्शन, किलोग्राम मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर एंड वॉट सेकंड. इट्स राइट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 40. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग रिएक्शंस आर नॉट फीजिबल? तो चार रिएक्शंस दी है, तो यू हैव टू टेल इसमें से कौन सी रिएक्शन फीजिबल नहीं है. Yes. Anyone?
Ma'am, option 3. Zn plus CaSO4.
Yes. Is correct. Yes, correct. So Zn plus CSO4 because zinc is less reactive, so it cannot displace calcium from calcium sulfate. हाँ अभी अगर इसकी जगह जैसे हम वो पढ़ते हैं ज़्यादातर रिएक्शन Zn plus CuSO4 पढ़ते हैं ना, Zn प्लस अपने Cu को डिस्प्लेस कर देता है, ठीक है ना. तो यहाँ पे कैल्शियम क्योंकि ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है जिंक से, तो जिंक नहीं डिस्प्लेस कर पाएगा यहाँ पे कैल्शियम को फ्रॉम द कैल्शियम सल्फेट. तो यस, शी इज करेक्ट. ऑप्शन 3 इज करेक्ट. ओके. Question number 41. Which of the following graphs are straight line? So the first is distance time graph of a body at rest. B. Velocity time graph of a body moving with uniform acceleration. C. Distance time graph of a body moving with uniform acceleration. And then D. Velocity time graph of a body at rest. तो आप लोग को बताना है कि किसका जो बेसिकली जो ग्राफ आएगा दैट विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन.
Ma'am, option 1. A, B, and D.
Yes. करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. देखो डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ फॉर बॉडी एट रेस्ट क्या मतलब होता है कि देखो कोई बॉडी अगर रेस्ट पे है तो डिस्टेंस देखो टाइम के साथ चेंज होगी. ठीक है, तो इस केस में ना हमको हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रेट लाइन मिलती है जो कि किसके पैरेलल होती है, टाइम एक्सिस के. ठीक है, तो इसलिए पहला हो गया ये स्ट्रेट लाइन. दूसरा वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ ऑफ अ बॉडी मूविंग विद यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन। तो क्या होता है, देखो अगर बॉडी एक्सेलरेट करते है यूनिफॉर्मली, द वेलोसिटी इंक्रीजेस लीनियरली विद टाइम। तो उसमें हमारे पास लीनियर टाइप का ग्राफ आता है, ठीक है, विच इज अ स्ट्रेट लाइन। अच्छा, थर्ड है जो डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ ऑफ अ बॉडी मूविंग विद यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन। तो अगर बॉडी इज एक्सेलरेटिंग यूनिफॉर्मली तो वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज, अच्छा ये मैंने बता दिया, सॉरी सॉरी, ओके। थर्ड है डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ ऑफ बॉडी मूविंग विद यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन, ये था ना। इस केस में देखो जो कर्व मिलता है पैराबोलिक कर्व मिलता है, इट इज नॉट अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, ठीक है, यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन वाला जो थर्ड दे रखा है इसमें सी। और फोर्थ कौन सा है, वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ ऑफ बॉडी एट रेस्ट। तो अगर बॉडी रेस्ट पे है, वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट है, ठीक है, तो ग्राफ इसमें भी कैसे आती है, मेरी हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन आती है टाइम एक्सिस के लॉन्ग, मतलब पैरेलल हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रेट लाइन। तो ये भी कैसा आता है, स्ट्रेट आता है। जो सी वाला है बस वो कैसा आता है, पैराबोलिक आता है। तो वील एलिमिनेट दिस ऑप्शन, सो आवर करेक्ट आंसर विल बी ए बी डी। ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 42। so this is again assertion reason type. All right, assertion is electric current is a vector quantity, and reason given is electric current is a quantity having magnitude as well as direction. So you have to tell which is the correct answer.
Ma'am, third option.
Yes, Priya. Yes, she's correct. So option 3 is correct. Question number 43. Which of the following cell organelles contain their own DNA? A. Plastids. B. Mitochondria. C. Nucleus. D. Vacuole.
Ma'am, mitochondria.
Priya, just read the question once again.
Ma'am, mitochondria and nucleus.
Yes, 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 yes. Now you have answered it correctly. Mitochondria and nucleus. That is option 2. B and C will be correct. So yeah. Okay. Question number 44. Which of the following statements about the cells of living organisms is or are correct? So your options are A. All are microscopic and cannot be seen with naked eye. B. All have a cell wall. C. All have a nuclear membrane. D. All have a cell membrane.
Ma'am, A and D. As we all know, microscopic microorganism we cannot see with our naked eyes. We need microscope. With the help of microscope only we can see them. So option 2, A and D will be the correct answer.
Yes, correct. She has answered it correctly. So the answer for 44th is A and D. That is option number 2. All have a cell membrane because all living cells, whether we are talking about prokaryotic cells or eukaryotic cells, they have a cell membrane, all right, which regulates the movement of system substances in and out of the cell. So yes, uh, the option which was C, all have a nuclear membrane. Why it is not true? Because prokaryotic cells like bacteria, they do not have a nuclear membrane. All have a cell wall. This is also not true. Why? Because while plant cells, fungi, and some bacteria have a cell wall, animal cells do not. So yes, 44, option number second, A and D are correct. Okay. Question number 45. A feather of mass 15 gram is dropped from a height. It is found to fall with a constant velocity. What is the net force acting on it? Options are first 0, then 1.47 Newton, 14.7 Newton, and 147 Newton. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, 0, option 1.
Yes, yes, करेक्ट. क्योंकि देखो इस केस में क्या है, वेलोसिटी बोलिए कांस्टेंट. ठीक है, फोर्स का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है, फोर्स इज इक्वल टू मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन. ठीक है, कांस्टेंट अगर वेलोसिटी है, एक्सेलरेशन निकालेंगे वो जीरो आएगी. फोर्स के फॉर्मूले में फिर हम रखेंगे मास से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, ऑटोमेटिकली जीरो आ जाएगा. यस, द आंसर इज जीरो. Next question. An ion X3 positive is obtained from an element X, atomic mass 27, atomic number 13. The number of protons, electrons, neutrons are respectively. So you have to calculate protons, neutrons, electrons in this. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 4, 13, 10, and 14.
Yes, 13, 10 and 14. तो सही प्रिया आपने बिल्कुल सही आंसर दिया है. देखो इसमें एक ही से निकल जाएगा ये. अगर आप इसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कैलकुलेट करोगे तो ये क्वेश्चन वैसे ही अपने आप सॉल्व हो जाएगा, क्योंकि देखो इसमें दे रखा है एटॉमिक नंबर 13 है, 3 प्लस है, 3 मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन निकाल दिए तो 3 माइनस करके 10 बचेंगे. तो ऑप्शन 4 ये कैसा है जिसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने हैं, 10 है, रेस्ट 13 है. तो आई ऑलवेज से ट्राई टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन यूजिंग एलिमिनेशन मेथड, क्योंकि एलिमिनेशन से ऐसा होता है कि कई बार बाकी आपको करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, एक से करके आपका आंसर आ जाता है. दैट सेव्स योर टाइम एज वेल. So yes, option 4 is correct. Question number 47. Identify the set comprising plants that produce bisexual flowers. So you have to tell which is the correct set. Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, option 2.
Yes. Right. Option 2. Mustard, rose, petunia. So these are the right answers for the right set comprising plants that produce bisexual flowers. Okay. Question number 48. Which of the following substances are present on the rubbing surface of a matchbox? First, glass powder, red phosphorus. Second, white phosphorus and glass powder. Third, red phosphorus, magnesium. Fourth, potassium and white phosphorus.
Ma'am, glass powder and red phosphorus.
Yes, correct. तो द सब्सटेंस जो मैच बॉक्स हमारा रबिंग सरफेस होता है जो उसमें होता है वो बेसिकली क्या होता है, ग्लास पाउडर, रेड फॉस्फोरस होता है. तो यस, द राइट आंसर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 49. द इमेज फॉर्म बाय पिन होल कैमरा इज रियल. Which of the following statements offer a suitable explanation for this fact? First, light diffracts or entering a small opening. Second, light travels in a straight line. Third, light is a form of energy. Fourth, light changes its path when it travels from one medium to another.
Ma'am, light travel in a straight line. Earlier, we have done in one question, there is also an option light travel in a straight line.
Yes, 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 Priya,
In the
yes.
image,
Mm-hmm.
uh, earlier we have done one question ना उसमें था कि image about the images. There we have also done with the option light travels in a straight line.
Yes, Priya, yes,
So
you're
option
correct.
2 will be the answer.
Yes. So she is right. Answer is second. Light travels in a straight line. Okay. Question number 58. The longest snakes found in the world are vipers, anacondas, boas, and fourth one is reticulated pythons.
Ma'am, option 4 will be the answer.
Yes. So the longest snakes found in the world are the reticulated pythons. Okay. Question number 51. Yoga is done by the people in the world because first, it is a simple exercise. Second, it keeps people healthy. Third, it increases hunger. Fourth, it brings happiness.
Ma'am, it keeps people healthy. Option 2.
Yeah, yes. Option second is correct. It keeps people healthy. That's why yoga is done by the people all around the world. All right. Question number 52. The vaccine for smallpox was discovered by options are A. Ronald Ross. Second, Robert Koch. Third, Edward Jenner. Fourth, Alexander Fleming.
Ma'am, Edward Jenner.
Yes, Priya, yes. It's correct. Edward Jenner, who discovered the vaccine for the smallpox. Okay. Question number 53. Which of the following is used as a preservative? Your options are first, copper sulfate, second, sodium benzoate, third, ammonium sulfate, fourth, sodium chloride.
Ma'am, sodium benzoate.
Yes, sodium benzoate is used as a preservative. It is a salt of benzoic acid, okay, and it is soluble in water, tasteless, odorless, and is also antifungal and has antibacterial properties. These are some of the facts regarding sodium benzoate. All right. Question number 54. Yeast is used for the production of options are alcohol, curd, sugar, common salt.
Ma'am, curd.
Um, okay, anyone else? Yes, anyone? No, Priya, actually, the answer here is first, that is alcohol. Yeast is used for the production of alcohol. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Question number 55. Mitochondria is to ATP, then ribosome is to dash. Carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins.
Ma'am, protein.
Yes, correct. Ribosomes
Aden
are actually the yeah, yeah. Speak. Bolo aap.
ATP is adenosine triphosphate, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely
Okay.
correct.
Oh,
ATP is
okay.
adenosine triphosphate. And ribosomes are the organelles which helps in protein synthesis. So the correct answer is option number 3. All right. Question number 56. If the frequency of a simple pendulum is 2 hertz, how many oscillations will it complete in 16 seconds? Options are 8, 16, 32, 64.
Ma'am, 32.
Yes, Priya, correct. Oscillations देखो क्या होता है? Frequency into time. ठीक है ना? तो frequency को हम यहाँ पे सीधे सीधे time से multiply कर देंगे 16 into 2 that is 32 which will be our oscillations. Okay. Which of the following metals burn if kept in air? Options are sodium, magnesium, zinc, aluminium.
Sodium, ma'am.
Yes, Priya, absolutely correct.
It's melting and boiling point is very low.
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly, Priya. Sodium बहुत ज़्यादा ये बहुत
And
explosive होता है इसका nature. Yeah.
in a normal temperature or in a room temperature, it starts burning.
Yeah. She's correct.
When it comes to the contact with the air.
Yes. Absolutely right, Priya. Okay. So now this will be the last question for our session. Magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole twice. I'm sorry, there is a typographical error. ये जो 2 था ये subscript में होना चाहिए, ठीक है यहाँ पे. तो MgOH whole twice is used as oxidizing agent, reducing agent, antiacid, fermentation acid.
Antacid.
Yes. So magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole twice is an antiacid. So this was the final question for our session. I hope आप सभी को कुछ इससे helpful मिला होगा. And I hope best of luck to all of you for this session. And thank you to Priya and Prakash जिन्होंने बहुत actively session में answers दिए. So yeah, thank you so much. Over to you, Poonam ma'am.
Thank you so much, Bharti ma'am, for this wonderful question answer session. Your insightful responses and thorough explanations were incredibly helpful and have provided valuable clarity on several important topics of science for seated aspirants. Once again, thank you for your valuable time, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Now, as we come to the end of this training program, this side, Dr. Poonam Mehta, an assistant professor of botany from Harman Minor Degree College, Bhimtal, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to Dr. Bharati Bose, Head of Education and Child Development, and our principal ma'am, Dr. Mukta, for successfully conducting the board of S3TP. I also want to thank all the persons of different subjects and all the participants for their keen interest. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.